I think we've all seen the rise of AI recently and like sort of what it's been able to do from like ChatGPT to Sora to character AI. You have technology that can replace writers, artists, or even like boyfriends. And remember, people were always saying that artists and all of that would be the last ones to get replaced because the AI doesn't have a soul. It doesn't have the emotion that can really touch you. Um, and now here we are with this new type of AI, Suno AI, which is basically going to replace artists, I would say, within the next 5 years. Not replace them, but it will definitely be utilized by different people and be a challenge for the existing artists right now. And you guys can think I'm lying or whatever, but basically they had this whole open letter that was signed by 200 big artists, including Billie Eilish and Nicki Minaj, that was basically like telling this company that they can't be replacing real artists and saying that this technology was a threat to the creativity of artists and musicians. No, but a lot of people still think that it's just not going to happen, that the technology is just not advanced enough. But I personally think that if done right, people can definitely make songs and music using this type of technology, Suno AI, that is basically indistinguishable from other artists. And I'm going to prove it today because I'm going to do sort of like a guide or tutorial, and I'm going to make a song so that people can really see what this technology is capable of. Alright, so first, we're gonna open Suno AI, and this guide, I mean, it's not even just to show that, it can also be to help people who maybe they're like sort of running out of ideas or they want some help getting started, because I mean, this whole thing really speeds up the process of making songs, and it can be used as a creative device, I believe. So this is basically where you go to write down the prompt for the song that you're going to be generating, and it'll generate a song in like 20 seconds that is based on the prompt that you give it. First of all, the prompt was basically a sad rap song about a guy who misses his girlfriend who broke up with him, and she had like big titties and like a big ass or whatever. And I actually managed to like have it be in the lyrics, which basically means it doesn't really have much of a filter. And the style of music, it inputted or interpreted as a melancholic electric guitar sad rap. And these are the lyrics. You can see it has it: pretty eyes, big tits, can't face tomorrow, like feeling low, suicidal, darkness in my mind. Sorry, it's like he's really sad, obviously, right? And this shit actually sounds good. Here, let me play it.
Girl going hard till I'm drowning in my sorrow. Pretty eyes, big tits, can't face tomorrow. Feeling low, suicidal, darkness in my mind. Losing grip, life's a trip, nowhere peace to find. Girl going hard till I'm drowning in my sorrow. Pretty eyes, big tits, can't face tomorrow. Feeling low, suicidal, darkness in my mind. Losing grip, life's a trip, nowhere peace to find. Midnight thoughts, demons dance, lost hope in her eyes. Big ass going hard, ain't strong, all wrapped in lies. Live in hell, no farewell, can't fade the pain. Empty nights, inner fights, cries fall like rain. Girl going hard, torn, drowning in my sorrow. Pretty eyes, big tits, can't face tomorrow. Feeling low, suicidal, darkness in my mind. Losing grip, life's a trip, nowhere peace to find. Liquor flows, thoughts close, memory keeps hurting. Time froze, deep woes, my heart keeps burning. Beauty lost, high cost, trapped in this hell. Hope drained, soul pain alone in my shell. Girl going hard, torn, drowning in my sorrow. Pretty eyes, big tits, can't face tomorrow. Feeling low, suicidal, darkness in my mind. Losing grip, life's a trip, nowhere peace to find. flow starts close, memory keeps hurting. Time froze, deep woes, my heart keeps burning. Beauty lost, high cost, trapped in this hell. Hope drained, soul pain alone in my shell. Girl going heart torn, drowning in my sorrow. Pretty eyes, big tits, can't face tomorrow. Feeling low, suicidal, darkness in my mind. Losing grip, life's a trip, nowhere peace to find.
Listen, guys, all I'm gonna say is that rap, those bars, sound better than 90% of what I hear on Spotify nowadays. And don't even get me started on SoundCloud, where like middle schoolers are uploading their own shit and stuff. Like, honest to God, if you heard it, you would not be able to distinguish it from something that some random person wrote, like when they were, I don't know, high, drunk, thinking about their ex with big titties. Like, you would not be able to tell, bro. It sounds the same. It is generic, yeah, but most music is generic. Most music people make on a computer nowadays anyways, and this will save you a lot of time, and if you tweak it, you can really do something with it. And that might be something that, like, you know, for another video, but I mean, it does sound real. I don't think most people would be able to tell. Other thing I wanted to show, which is a pretty cool feature, is that this song, this Suno AI can actually generate songs in other languages. So let's say I wanted to do something in like Japanese, and I say Japanese, or no, let's say Korean, because K-pop's really popping off right now. K-pop song sung by a female singing about yeah, that's all I really need to do, and it'll actually generate this. Like within 2 minutes it'll be generated.
서울 거리를 걸어 숨막히는 이 밤 너의 눈빛을 느껴 꿈만 같은 순간 서울에서 만난 너 이 밤을 채워줘 운명을 느껴 너와 나 하나 되어 서울에서 만난 너 네 미소에 빠져 심장이 두근대 우린 밤새 춤춰 별빛 속에 빛나 서울에서 만난 너 이 밤을 채워줘 운명을 느껴 너와 나 하나 되어 서울에서 만난 너 네 미소에 빠져 심장이 두근대 우린 밤새 춤춰 별빛 속에 빛나 서울에서 만난 너 이 밤을 채워줘 운명을 느껴 너와 나 하나 되어 서울에서 만난 너
Guys, I made that song. I made that fucking track. I own this shit. This was made and produced completely by me. And if you were to take this and like steal it and make money off of it, I could fucking sue you and win. So this is definitely really interesting. I mean, I just have to say it. Artists are cooked here, but this is seriously really cool though. I mean, it just like came up with this in 20 seconds and you don't even have to leave it at that. You don't even have to take this and throw it on straight to Spotify, because honestly, like, this sounds like a lot like other stuff on Spotify. It might not do so well. You could totally integrate your own creative ideas in it, change the lyrics around, and or just like take this as a template and then make it your own song, especially if you're a musician or you have like a music sort of background. I mean, I play piano. I've played piano for 8 years now, so this is like something I could probably do something with. In fact, I mean, that might be a cool idea for a future video. But yeah, I just wanted to introduce this because this is definitely going to cook the careers of, I would say, 90% of artists. And the top 10%, I don't know, people might, they'd still listen to them, of course. But a lot of people should be worried. But at the same time, guys, I don't believe in this whole thing where it's like we halt the progress. I think that once something is created, you can't uncreate it. It's sort of like trying to put the rabbit back in the hat, and it's not going to work. And if one person, one country, one state falls behind, that doesn't mean that everyone else will, because everyone is still going to keep working on this regardless. So I think it's best to just stay ahead where we're going and stop with this whole let's halt the technology, because when has halting technology ever worked? And to be fair, I don't think it's going to completely destroy everything either. A lot of times people say technology will destroy something, and it doesn't. But at the same time, we can look at history and see all the jobs that have sort of been lost over time to technology. I mean, look, you used to have tellers at banks, and now a machine does that. You used to have a lot of more cashiers, and now you have self-checkout machines. I mean, I hate to say it, but this is pretty fucking good. This could be the next sort of self-checkout machine, is basically what I'm saying. It probably already is in some cases, but signing some agreement like these Hollywood artists signed is not going to change anything. All we can really do is get with the technology and find a way to work with it, because it's going to keep technologizing and advancing. That's all I'm going to say.